Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I've been gone for a while, but I am back and I'm gonna be consistent, and that's the end of that. In this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about the best degree to do. As you all know, or if you're new to my channel, I did a degree in economics and then I did a master's in finance and econometrics. I worked for as an economic analyst for a year and a half, and now I work within finance for a specialist mortgage lender. So I work specifically within treasury. In hindsight, what degree would I have done? If I could start all over again and I'm going to university, what degree would I do, knowing what I know now? And I'm just gonna go straight into it. So of course the best degree, I believe, is if you want to work in the space of economics and finance, especially if you're not sure, but you know you want to go into economics or finance, or you don't know whether you want to be an economist or an accountant or financial analyst, but you know you want to work within that space. The best degree to do is a joint degree of economics and accounting and finance. So accounting and finance is one degree, and then you have economics. Now if you do that as a joint degree, you're good to go. The reason why I say a joint degree for these two subjects, so I'm going to talk about why economics is good. So to become an economist, like it's very, very unlikely to become an economist or to work as an economic consultant without a degree in economics. Even a lot of economists that I work with, while I was working as an economic consultant at an engineering company, everyone had a master's in economics. Everyone, literally. Even some people had a PhD, but majority of people went up to master's level. So it is really, really important to have a degree in economics, or at least a degree is 50% economics. So that's just point blank. So if you know 100% you don't want to be an economist, then I suggest you just stick with the accounting and finance. But economics is always good knowledge anyway. So that's one side. Now, accounting and finance is amazing because a lot of these roles, if you want to be a finance analyst, investment analyst, you want to really work within, build financial models, you want to look at financial statements. Most of these jobs will require you to have an accounting degree, or accounting qualification, or some level or knowledge of accounting. Now, the amazing thing about doing an accounting degree is that it qualifies you for exemptions for different accounting bodies. So for example, the ACCA, because you've now done an accounting degree, you are qualified for some exemptions. So that means you're much, much closer than anyone who did not do an accounting degree to getting to becoming a qualified accountant. And that is amazing because now you've done a joint degree of economics and accounting, and now, let's say, I think ACCA, I can't remember exactly how many exams you have to do. I think ACCA is like 15 exams, sorry if I'm wrong, but I think it's around that number. It's been a long time since I've kind of gone over the examinations and everything like that. I looked at the details, but I think it's around 15 exams. And for CIMAs, I think it's like 12 exams, something like that. You've done your accounting degree now, and you've now done 6 exams. You're exempt from 6 exams. I remember even some people that I worked with, because they did accounting and finance, they only had like maybe 4 exams to do. And obviously you need 3 years of experience, but that's fine because the main thing is getting your exams done, and then the experience will just come naturally when you're working within your role. So that's amazing. So not only do you have a degree, but now you're automatically kind of just like you've just jumped a step to becoming a qualified accountant, which a lot of these roles are looking for. So a lot of roles look for people to have an ACCA, people to have a CIMA, CFA. Not all roles, like some roles, again, having a degree and having experience is amazing. I believe like with certified qualifications like ACCA, CIMA, CFA, they're really, they're looked well upon. Like, you cannot be a qualified accountant without passing the ACCA, CIMA, ACA examinations, whichever body you decide to go with. So I'm going to talk about different roles you can apply to where having economics and accounting, and especially the accounting knowledge, is really useful. So I've mentioned investment analyst, obviously finance analyst, accounting roles, other roles that you probably are not so aware of. By the way, when you start looking at jobs, you find out there are loads of specific roles that they're more niche, or like maybe they all kind of do the same thing, but they're called something different. So you have like funding analyst, commercial analyst, cash flow analyst, FP&A analyst, financial business analyst, treasury analyst, audit analyst, strategic financial advisor. All these roles, majority of them want you to have an accounting qualification. Now, if you've done a joint degree, economics and accounting, most of these companies are happy to pay for your examinations as well. So don't think, oh, well, I'm doing a joint degree, I'm not technically qualified, or I still have some more exams to do. You're still good, because now they've seen that you've got a lot of exemptions and you've actually done accounting. They know, the company knows they don't need to pay. There isn't much left for you to do to become qualified. You only have a few exams left. And you know, companies are happy to sponsor people to finish their qualifications. They even look for people who are like part qualified, or like they'll say things like, oh, we are looking for someone who's halfway through started their qualification, or still working towards their qualification. So that's also amazing. Also, if you still want a shot at becoming finance director, CFO, you know, you want to be head of finance, you have that ambition, you want to be you know, head of a department within the finance division, and you really don't want to lose that opportunity, or you don't want to start your career knowing that there's a role that you can never get. You just want that option to be available for you. You cannot become a finance director, CFO, head of finance without accounting qualification. I don't know if you didn't know that, or if anyone hasn't said it to you before, but you cannot. That's just point blank, period. You can't. So I think you want that option available to you. You need to think about it, yeah, especially if you're in the career of economics and finance long term. So if you picture yourself, you know, like, yes, I'm a career driven person, I want to climb the corporate ladder, I want to be a director, you know, you're in it for the long game, 100%. Like, if you're trying to decide whether to do a accounting qualification, or whether to do a joint degree and include accounting and finance, you should just do it. I think it's definitely worth it. From my experience, a lot of these financial jobs, they do want people to be to have accounting knowledge. I've applied for roles where I haven't been able to get it because I didn't have accounting knowledge. I wasn't part qualified. So it is really useful, and it will put you ahead of other candidates. A question I get a lot is whether a master's is worth it. Should I do a master's? I believe, in my opinion, obviously it depends on what you want to do, but if it's within economics and finance field, I believe accounting qualification, becoming certified, you know, the ACCA, CIMA, CFA, ACA, that is worth way more, and is much better, more applicable, and employees love it more to have that rather than to have a master's degree, 100%. And so I think if you're decided, oh, what should I do, what would give me the best chance of getting these top jobs, jobs that, you know, really want people who have a very analytical mind, I definitely think you should opt for a joint degree in economics and accounting and finance. And guys, that is the end of my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.